Lexus Japan sales are trending over 100,000 units this year, and production in domestic Japan is up 40% in July and 30% this year. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada, that produces the NX and the RX, is up 19% this year and 15% increased production in July. These are absolutely great numbers, and there are signs of recovery. Let's deep dive and look into more details. Before we start on today's video, I would like to introduce our Instagram account at LSFT Videos. You can see some updates on my experience with the NX 450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can also reach me via direct messaging on Instagram if you have any questions on your NX. And if you like this video, you can provide comments, like this video, and share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support me further and support this channel, you can also provide a super thanks, which is greatly appreciated. And now, let's get to the video. Hey, it's LSFT here today, and today we're here to look at Lexus worldwide sales. And we've been reporting on Lexus worldwide sales for now 7 months, and we can start to see that the trend is recovering. So now let's look at Japan. So Japan has been a record-breaking year throughout. From January to July, it has broke every single month you can ever think of. And for July, they've actually sold 9,146 units to 60,395. And you look up that column, really, there is no single month that is close to it. And when you look at the year, the best year of the 5 years, 2019, 62,394, we are only 2,000 units far from it. So I think by today, we have broken the Japan record already. So looking at that, we are projecting right now, based on an average number, 100,000 units from Japan itself. This is something that we have never seen in Lexus history in Japan. Definitely something that they've done. I don't know if they continue to prioritize Japan until the demand has slowed down and then they can ship it to other countries, but definitely we are seeing a trend here. Then we move down to North America. North America, when you look at it, it hasn't broken any records really, but it's maintaining its pace here. 2021, 33,882. Now 2023, 27,854. So based on here, it's the second highest. It's not too far. It seems quite average. So 195,000 is also number 2. We're only 9,000 units from the record here. And when we look at 195 to date, projecting we're getting to get close to 2021 numbers at 335,000 numbers. So we'll have to see in December if these numbers are going to be met, and these numbers will get updated when August numbers comes out. So we will get to see a chance, are they going to do better or they're going to get worse. So moving down to Asia. Asia is probably the worst market for Lexus at this point. When you look at it, July 22,912, it's almost the lowest of the 5 years, but not too far away. So, but overall, 120,000 a year compared to 177,922, that is a bit far. So when we look at the projection, 207,000, that is less than 2022, which is an opposite trend comparing to other markets. Yes, China has a lot of BEVs and Lexus does not have that many on the road. So that could be one item that's causing it, but also you have to keep in mind, and I don't know where Russia really is. Is Russia in the Asia market or they're actually in Europe? And if they are in Asia, then that's the reason. But I think they actually have Russia in Europe. And if you've seen the numbers in Europe, you probably will see the same trend as well. But when you look at Asia, what is happening here? what's happening in Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, China. So it's not just China, but it does seem like there is a decline somewhere. China is the biggest market in Asia, but Thailand is number two, and that's about half the capacity of China. So it's not 100% BEVs from China that's causing this, but definitely we're seeing a downward trend here. Something that they need to look into. What can they do to help increase the sales in Lexus in Asia? Okay, moving down to Europe. Europe, 5,767 July. That's not the highest again. 37,327. When you look at it, much better than last year. 2021, 2019 is still not there yet, but it still beats 2020. So it's a good sign, especially Russia is no longer on this list. They have not sold a single car in Russia, so that could be the reason why of the decline. And with a projection of 68,000, almost 64,000, that beats last year, but not close enough to break any records in Europe. Moving down to Oceania. So Oceania, again, very similar to Japan, not as good as Japan. Japan was breaking every record in the year. Oceania has been breaking records in the past few months. You can see in July, it's 1,500 units. Compared to last year, any year before, it's almost doubled. And when you're looking at year to date, 9,273 broke every single record you can have on this trend. And when you look at it, up to July, they're so close to 2019 and 2021 numbers already. So if we continue this trend, next month, they're going to break almost all these records. Because if you add another 1,500, you're reaching 2019 numbers in August. So probably by now, the date that you're watching this video, they've already broke the record in Oceania. We're now trending 15,000, almost 16,000 record units in 2023. So this could be another record-breaking year for Lexus in Oceania market. Moving down to Latin America. Latin America, we're still seeing trends, similar trends. July is also broken the record. So very similar to Oceania. Right now they're at 2,000, almost 100. And when you look at the year before, 2,269, almost there. Even the year before, almost there. They've already booked the 2020 number. I don't think it's going to be that hard to break the 2019 number as well. Basing on the trend that we're seeing, 3,600 is where we're getting at. So I think this will actually be another market that we are going to see a record-breaking year. Middle East. Middle East is, again, similar trend. You can see, other than January, February, starting March, every month was a breaking month. So February, they didn't break the month, but it's only a shy of 60 units or something. So I think you can consider that is they're breaking every single month as well. And then when you look at it, 27,707, that is almost similar to Oceania and Latin America. The numbers are very close. So right now, based on these numbers, we're looking at 48,000 units, and that is a record breaking of these 5 years that we're seeing on this screen. So definitely another good year for Lexus here. Moving down to Africa. Africa is interesting. You can see that they didn't break any year-to-date numbers, but they're starting to break the monthly records. So 645, still not close to the year-to-date numbers here, but we are projecting 1,106 units. So just a little bit more push, they can actually reach record-breaking in Africa as well. But I don't know. I don't know if the demand is there in Africa, but it's interesting to see that they broke the monthly record, but not reaching there. They'll slowly get there and get close. And just now, this one is very questionable. They could break it. They could be close. And last but not least, looking at the overall worldwide sales. So looking at it, we really haven't broken any worldwide sales at this point. It is highly possible because when you look at it, we are about 35,000 units short. But if every month we're getting better numbers here, I think we're going to see better results. You can see here in 2021, the latter half of the year, the numbers have dropped. You can see that 55, 69, 67, 70, 73, 71. And then you can see in 2021, it drops to 48, 44, right? So if these months we start catching up, we can actually break it. And when you look at the numbers, we're projecting right now 778,000 units. So if this momentum continues, we will definitely start seeing a record-breaking year. We just don't know what that means. And with a lot of people saying that Lexus being behind, Toyota being behind in the BEV market and they're going to lose sales, I don't think that is the case. Right now, when you have the news reports saying that electric vehicles are slowing down in sales and people are still buying these gas guzzlers and hybrid vehicles, I think as long as Lexus and Toyota continues to push on getting these hybrids out the door, they can continue to get that momentum until they actually get into their new platform for the BEVs and then begin to transform in selling more BEVs on the market. Talking about BEVs and hybrids, let's move over and look at the electrified vehicle sales and see how are they doing. So now we move over to Toyota Electrified sales. This includes Toyota and Lexus brands, so they do not have Lexus only sales numbers for the Electrified. So you're including all the Toyota submodels and all that. So first thing, let's look at the hybrids. So hybrids has been a record breaking throughout the year, and we're at now 1.8 million hybrid vehicles sold, and that is compared to last year of 1.5. It's still up 22% from last year. Then we move on to the mild hybrids. And again, I don't know where they sell mild hybrids, but I think it's sold in Europe. And when you look at it, 13,531 units compared to last year, 2,400. That's up 450%. That is definitely very significant. Then we look at the plug-in hybrids. So plug-in hybrids, they are matching very close to 2021 numbers, but they're still not chugging out more. But when you look at the numbers, July, they sold 12,000 units compared to 2021, they sold 10,000 units, definitely better. But in June, it's the reverse. May, it's the reverse. So it's going up and down. It's going, like the numbers aren't looking at, they are going to be selling more. But when you look at August, September, October, you can see that the numbers have slowly, gradually went down. And if they can maintain the 12,000 units, they may be able to catch up that difference of the 2,000 or 1,000 units that is different right now. So 21% increase from last year, which means they're doing better. And I think time will tell if they are going to reach over the 100,000 mark and beat the 2021 numbers in the plug-in hybrid area. Keep in mind, they're starting to produce more plug-in hybrid models, so these numbers may get higher. The thing that you do not want to see is they produce more plug-in hybrid models, but they still produce only that many units. So which means if you're waiting for an NX plug-in hybrid, it'll take longer to arrive to your doors. Moving down to the fuel cell EVs. It's up 14% year to date in July, and I think we're going to slowly see them slowly selling a little bit more, but I don't think there will be that many. You only see 33 sold in Japan in July. They sold 530 outside, which makes it 563, which is more than last year. But overall, I think these numbers are starting to either be similar or they will gradually pace off. BEVs. BEVs is, we are seeing record-breaking year for BEVs. And again, I don't think it's hard to break the record year. They only sold 24,000 worldwide last year. And you compare it to even year to date right now, 53,000 compared to 1.8 million hybrids. That's peanuts compared to it, right? But at least they're seeing growth, right? They sold 7,416 worldwide, 53,000 cars, and 430% compared to last year, which is quite significant. But when you look at the marketplace at this point, EV sales are slowing down. And when you look at it, if that is the case, maybe their decision on continuing to pump out more hybrids makes more sense to them and for them to continue to sell more. As long as they can produce these hybrids in quicker time frames and getting to the lots much faster. Wait times from 6 months, if they can restrict it down to 3 months, I think that will actually help bring these numbers much higher in the hybrid area. And in the BEVs, if people are interested, they can buy it. And by that time, hopefully by the time they have the new platform, things will start shifting the other way around. And then we look at the total numbers. If you look at the total numbers have definitely been much better. 25% increase from last year, and that's not bad. 2 million units of electrified vehicles in 2023, and they sold 300,000 units in July. So 2 million at this point, definitely we're going to see much more. So when we look at it, I think we're going to reach over 3 million vehicles this year. They got 2.7. I don't think that's too hard to achieve that. Alright, now we're going to look at Toyota including Lexus production. So this is something that I've never shown to you guys before, and this actually shows is Lexus and Toyota producing more vehicles, and are they really recovering from the semiconductor shortages? So when you look here, North America, it's up 8.1% year to date. So they're actually producing 8.1% more cars for them to sell. And the US is up 5.2%, but you can see in July it's down 4.5%. But when you look at Canada, it's up 18.6% year to date, and July they're up 15.3%. So for the folks who are waiting for their NX RX that's coming from Cambridge, Ontario, you're seeing this increase here. So hopefully the supplies are getting better for these vehicles to get to your doorsteps. And then Mexico is up 3.3% and up 9% in July. So then when we look at Latin America, it's up 2.9% in production. Brazil's down 1.4%. Argentina's up 9.2%. So we are seeing better productions even in Latin America. Europe is up 2%, but then you can see Turkey's down 9.9%, almost 10%. And you can see here Russia is down 100%. So there's no production there anymore. And then you can see France is up 15.5%. So you can see the balances here, but a lot of these are all just Toyota made vehicles. Asia, same thing. All these are Toyotas that are being made. And that is about 2%. So you can see the prioritization is North America has been up 8.1%, which has Lexus vehicles being made. And then when you look at Japan, Japan is up 30%. So that's where you see a solid increase in producing more vehicles. So they're up 39.2% in July, and overall the year to date is 30%. Definitely a good news to see. Africa, they're up 72.3% in production as well. So definitely good numbers to see here. South Africa is up 400% in July. So they're chugging out more cars in Africa. But again, these are all Toyota cars. So 76% and 72.3% production in Africa for the Toyota vehicles. Then we look at worldwide production, it's up 12.5%. Definitely good news, meaning we have more cars available for them to sell to you. So the shortages are getting better. And then outside of Japan is 4.9%. So looking at it, Japan is producing more. And the good thing is a lot of the Lexus vehicles that we own are coming from Japan. And if not, if they're made in Cambridge, Ontario, it's 18.6%. So definitely very good news when you're seeing the productions are increasing and not decreasing. Hopefully you find this video informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.